Alright, so we're doing Mire now. This is a casual guide for dungeons for A Link to the Past Randomizer. Required items for Mire would be obviously the tablet or the pendant that you need to open it, as well as lamp. There is a dark room here, and you need Cane of Samaria for sure. Fire rod you need. Yeah, it is a later dungeon, so you should be. I mean, by the time you need to get here or whatever, I don't know what I'm saying. Just you know, follow your tracker. You'll know what you need. First jump here, you can either do a hook shot across there, or you can do a dash bonk. I have no preference. I just didn't have hook shot out, so that's why I didn't do it. This from here, I like to go left, kill him, and then come back and kill him. Just saves a little bit more time because otherwise you have to wait for the Wizro to respawn. And then just take care of these guys as best you can. Now, just to be clear here, my routing in Mire is specifically different than a lot of the other people that I've seen play this. I like to do a certain thing at the beginning that a lot of people do not do. You'll see it coming up here. I'll kind of go through the reason as to why. It's primarily because I'm not a super competitive player in this. I do this casually, so just trying to keep it as best as kind of linear as I can for my needs. I don't know why I went into my menu there. Anyway, so that's our first chest. You always want to get that chest first. And for the most part, people generally take this path as well. We head to the right door. From here, there's going to be a key underneath that pot. And then you may as well, since you're in the room, take out your safety and just go get the skull, or the spike pot. And then the spike key. Again, you can do that by damage boosting. Not a big deal either way. I then go north. And I follow this path here. Was that just big key that I got? It was. So if we were in go mode or whatever, we could effectively just proceed through to the end of this. I'm going to do a full clear here, or at least a partial full clear, just because it's extremely unlikely to get the big key in that chest. So anyways, we want to come in, we want to hit that switch, we want to grab the key. Now this is where my route deviates. Most people will go south there. I actually backtrack. The reason why I backtrack is because there's a chest that we can get here that's actually really far out of the way. And there's no clean way to route it. And so I come back through this door, I come back through to the south here, and pick up this chest. So this chest, I have gotten big key in that chest a lot. If you ignore that chest, then it's the last chest that you get in the dungeon. So again, I prefer that one because it prevents me from having to completely clear the dungeon and then come back. And then it puts me in a good spot to kind of hit the rest of the stuff. Most people will wind up in this room a couple screens before me. Anyway, so we want to come back around, get this skull pot, initiate the chest, grab our item. That's our first item in Mire. There are 2 in Mire total. I want to come back down. I probably could have dashed there, but whatever. Come through the key door. We want to kill this blue guy. He's got a key every time. Use him for that. This is where we need fire rod. We could light these with lamp, I'm sure, but... And then I always go north. There's a chest up here. This is another common one for big key, as far as in my experience goes. Then we come back south. That tile's going to come straight for us. Of course, bodied. Then we go south. We loop back around here. There's a full magic container in this top right pot, so never forget about that. We want to, in this next room, we want to utilize a bit of a glitch where we can activate our item while pushing a block. So I'm going to push this and activate my fire rod, like that. Same thing on this third one. The fourth one you can actually loop around, just shoot over the barrier. We're waiting for the wall in the next room now to move over. Takes a minute. Here we go. And we just want to drop down this hole. And we grab that chest. So most people will get that chest before the chest that I go back for. And the problem is there's no clean way to get from that chest to the chest that I already got. Most people do that because if you get the big key in that chest, then it puts you directly into this path, which puts you right at the big key door, which is fine. I mean, it's all fine. Who cares, right? If you take my route, then you actually wind up... I'm going to show you this room, which should look familiar. This is directly north of the chest that I said, oh, I always go back, or I always get earlier. So if we get the big key in either of those previous 3 chests, we can just jump down, go through this door, and have quick access without having to clear any of the right-hand side. Again, I don't know what the flaw in that routing is because I'm not, you know, I'm not a nobody in your glitches runner of this game, so I just use it for my purposes. There's also a full magic here that we need. We don't need it, but I always get it. And we want to equip Arcane of Samaria going down these stairs. This is the dark room, so this is where you require a lamp for this dungeon. You want to go pick up that block from the top, watch the fire, throw a fire block down on that, and then walk around to get to the door. From here, it looks like you can't go left initially, but you can just go left. There's a bit of a trick here to get around this spike, except for... I'm awful, so I guess I didn't get it. I was a bit slow getting into the room, so whatever. You want to make sure that you activate that switch so that it's orange. And then bomb this wall here. Ooh, shoot. That probably shouldn't have worked. Activate this one so it's blue, and then we can proceed through the room. And that's it for dark rooms here. From here, you just go all the way up to the top. Activate the switch. Bit of a glitch here coming up, not a glitch, a bit of a cheat. If we take 2 steps in forward, we're going to have that fire bar miss us. The anti-fairy will get us. Typically I powder him, but just kind of was talking and wasn't really thinking of it. For Vitreous, I like to use silver arrows. Most people do. If you don't have silver arrows, then it's more or less a survive as long as you can type thing. The eyes take a lot of hits, so even with Butter Sword, it's a couple hits. A lot of people use cape strats where you throw on the cape and then you dash kind of back and forth. But with silver arrows, we see how easy this fight is. Not a difficult fight to begin with, you just gotta avoid damage. And there's our second item. So you'll notice we didn't get the big chest in that dungeon. The big chest is... It's in one of the first rooms, you can go to the right. The reason why I didn't get it is because I often don't get it. I also don't have hookshot in this playthrough, and hookshot makes getting big chest a lot easier. Otherwise, you have to kind of leg it around and kind of go up there. So if you're looking for big chest, I'm sorry. Screw it. I'll just go back in and grab it real quick. I'm very organized here, as you can tell. So if you were to come in and grab big chest, or if you were to get it on the first playthrough, then this is how you do it, or where you would go. Damn it. I deserve that. Give, give, give. Okay, big chest is over here. Again, I don't have hookshot. You should be able to hookshot to that block there. I don't have it, so I'm going to try to leg it as best I can. I got it. So that's a bit tense, but of course, you know... Oh, okay, I just walked off. Good for me. Anyways, that's big chest. And we'll just mirror out and get that out of here. Okay, so that's it for Mire. Quick dungeon. I like doing Mire. Yeah, thanks for watching.